A very pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to another interesting and fun episode of Chamber TV. Today we'll hear how local businesses can support local causes. And since Halloween is fast approaching, there will be some spooky spirit talk. Now, here are your hosts, Joe Porpiglia and Jessica Hibbard.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 11. In addition to our very seasonal festive theme we have going on today, we have some other fun things coming up too. Next show is our season finale, and then our 1-year anniversary episode with Joe and John co-hosting will be in December, so stay tuned. Should be a good time.
Will we be able to fit?
I think we'll work something out.
Okay. Well, I want to thank, first of all, welcome everyone. I want to thank John for actually changing his schedule and allowing me. This is kind of an important one for me. The Halloween season is one of my favorite seasons.
Well then, good.
I appreciate that.
Well, if you're watching online, you already found our YouTube channel. You can also connect with us on Facebook. Just search for Frederick Chamber TV. And you can join the conversation on Twitter by using the Chamber TV hashtag. We are also posting on our sort of new Tumblr blog. You can see photos, videos, and other updates online at frederickchamber.tv.
Great. Well, then let's move to Positively Frederick. That is the Chamber's community blog. Anyone can submit a story about something good that happened in Frederick County.
Yes, and this month's featured story was submitted by SAIC Frederick. They had a great post about their outreach efforts at In the Street Festival in downtown Frederick. They undertake some pretty serious research for the National Cancer Institute, but their booth at In the Street was all about more simple things that everyone can do to improve their health. So you can read the whole story online. It's on the Positively Frederick blog at positivelyfrederick.org.
It's great to see companies both large and small reaching out to share useful information with the community. If you've had a great experience at work, at home, or while traveling in the Frederick County, submit your story online at positivelyfrederick.org.
Yes.
All right, Frederick factoids, one of my favorite parts. All right, it's time again for Jessica to give us some bit of information.
Yes, since it's almost Halloween, we thought we'd share this with you. We are fans of Frederick, Maryland Online, which is a local blog, and we really enjoyed a recent post about the snallygaster, a mythical beast that inhabits South Mountain. The first newspaper article about the snallygaster appeared in 1909 with tales of a creature with large wings, one eye, and possibly a beak. It may also have tentacles like an octopus.
Now, I'm going to read this next line, Jessica, but I want you to understand that I want to say something after. No one really knows what it looks like, but we do know that it's very interested in feasting on small children. Now, I should tell you, when I received this script last night, I immediately sent the D&D investigative crew out to see if we could find something about this. We actually ran into a gentleman that has seen the snallygaster. Now, he didn't have a picture, but we did ask a local artist to, in fact, do a picture for us. Now, I don't think it's fair that the snallygaster is known as somebody that likes to feast on small children, and I think the Chamber has an obligation to stop that. So we have done a T-shirt that shows that the snallygaster is not a bad creature, and I'm going to donate this to the Chamber. It is friendly, and I don't think we should be so cruel as to say it feasts on small children. So,
yeah, I mean, it looks like something you might be able to pet a little bit.
Yeah, it is, and it's just another friend of the Frederick community. So
maybe it could be our mascot.
So I'm going to donate this to the Frederick Chamber so that when people come and visit, they know that this isn't a bad creature.
Well, we look forward to displaying that prominently in the office, and we thank you for that investigation, Joe. Fascinating Frederick factoid. We will post some links online at frederickchamber.tv so you can learn more about the legend of the snallygaster.
Okay.
Sounds like fun.
All righty. Well, now we do need to get serious here, because the Chamber's mission really is to connect business and community. Many Chamber member companies take it upon themselves to support local nonprofits and community causes. These partnerships are what make Frederick such a great place to live and work.
Indeed. Since October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it's a great time to talk to Patty Hurwitz at Colonial Jewelers, a local business that has been very supportive of breast cancer research, treatment, and awareness. Welcome, Patty. Hello. Thanks for rolling in.
All right. Well, I understand that there is a personal story behind your involvement in local breast cancer causes. Mm-hmm. And basically, if you don't mind sharing with us sort of what inspired you to do this.
Sure. In 1999, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I felt that because I had been diagnosed early, that's why I had a really good outcome. And unfortunately, we didn't have a program here in Frederick. So, you know, I, like all other women at that time, had to go down the road to receive treatment. So
definitely not what you want to do.
No,
during
you don't want to leave your family
right.
and your friends and everything. And so we had this idea that let's, you know, start raising money to have a fund to keep money right here in Frederick to provide the best for women right here in Frederick, so they didn't have to go down there. And having a jewelry store, we thought, oh, this would be a great way to raise money. We just can auction off jewelry. And, I mean, in our wildest dreams, we didn't know what it would become. But, you know, for 12 years, we just had our last gala, 12th gala last weekend. And all of our vendors send us, they donate pieces of jewelry, brand new, wonderful pieces of jewelry. So it's all donated to us, and then that way 100% of it goes to the fund.
And stays here in Frederick, which is awesome.
Right.
Well, I'm sure a lot of businesses are eager to support local nonprofits and causes. So what suggestions do you have for Frederick companies that might want to create their own fundraising campaign? What have you learned along the way?
You know, I would say to first have a genuine passion for what the cause is. And I've talked to businesses who are like, well, let's just kind of do this gimmicky thing. Like, let's just say we're going to give a little bit to this cause, and that'll improve our business. But
it can't be about marketing,
It doesn't work that way. You know, you need to have a genuine passion for what you're doing, and then find a way to do it, and find a way to reach out and bring the community in.
Hi, this is Jessica Hibbard, your Chamber TV co-host. We had a technical issue during this episode. I won't bore you with the details, but the result was that the end of our interview with Patty and our member-to-member discount segment wasn't recorded. We didn't want you to miss out, so we posted the information on the Chamber TV website. Just visit frederickchamber.tv and click on episode 11.
All right, well, Halloween is coming up soon, and visions of pumpkins and candy corn are dancing in our heads, and you know where that makes me think about? Drinks. So, at Halloween, I have a special drink that I have at Halloween, and I think it might fit with the guests that we have as well. Thank you. My special Halloween drink that I have. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce our guest.
Yes, Halloween's always fun, and autumn is a fantastic time of year to be in Frederick. We have a special guest with us today who is especially busy this time of year. Please help us welcome Ron Engelberger, co-owner of Candlelight Ghost Tours of Frederick.
I brought my own prop as well to light the way through the segment.
All of us have props. I'm really enjoying this. Well, Ron, you have a very unique business, so just tell us how you got started.
It happened basically because I'm a lover of history. I'm actually a Civil War reenactor, and because of that, I get the privilege and honor of actually being able to sleep overnight on the local battlefields, Monocacy, Gettysburg, Antietam, South Mountain, for example. Lots of strange things have happened to me overnight. Because of this, I thought this would be a great way to chronicle, these stories, and I started to put these together as part of a book. Not only of the events that happened to me, but also my fellow reenactors. I expanded that, found out some great, interesting stories about downtown Frederick, and so much so that I like to consider Frederick unequivocally and without doubt the most haunted city in the state of Maryland.
Ooh.
To make a long story short, I was introduced to Tiffany Ahalt, which at the time was the owner of the Frederick Tour and Carriage Company. We put our talents together, and 11 years ago we created Candlelight Ghost Tours of Frederick, and it continues to expand and be a great success in the Frederick community.
Awesome.
Wow.
Very cool.
Well, history is important in the Frederick County. Obviously, there's a lot of history here. Now, how has that impacted on your business as well as the tourist business in Frederick?
Frederick is a great location. Not only, we kind of like to call it the Devil's Triangle. It's between Gettysburg, Antietam, Harper's Ferry, but it's also close to Washington. So
I thought you were going to include Washington in the Devil's Triangle.
Is that the Devil's Triangle?
Could be in some ways. So because of that, we're a great lure for people traveling to those destinations in addition to Frederick. And for us, I like to say that we have been a great contributor to the businesses of not only Frederick County but downtown Frederick, because over the course of our over a decade of existence, we have brought tens of thousands of people not only downtown, but we only get a small portion of that disposable income. We only charge $10 per person, but people are spending the night, they're staying at local hotels, they're eating at restaurants downtown. The local shops and businesses are also benefiting from the people that we bring downtown who otherwise would never or would more than likely not stop in Frederick and actually pay downtown Frederick a visit. So the greater business or Frederick business community are very happy with us, and we're very happy to help them out as well, especially not only during this the Halloween season, but we operate from spring to December, so throughout most of the year.
Well, that multiplier can have a huge impact, so that's great to hear. Now, you have to be good at storytelling to do what you do, and many companies really struggle to tell their story and present their ideas. So what kinds of tips do you have for engaging an audience and telling a captivating story?
Well, my background is communications, marketing, public relations. So the best way to actually do it is get the message out, let them know what you're all about. But say, for example, on our ghost story, you have to have a beginning, a middle, and an ending. We tell about the actual structure, the historical aspects of it, give you the meat of the story, which is the paranormal activity taking place, and then finishing up by the conclusion, a very strong statement, which makes people leave saying, wow, I never knew that happened here, or Frederick is a great and wonderful place to live, and aren't we glad we stopped, or aren't we glad we actually live here?
Or maybe we're glad we don't live here because
exactly.
It's so spooky.
So for local businesses, just make it intriguing, make it exciting, and let them know what you're all about, and let them walk away knowing that you're unique and different from everybody else.
Awesome. Well, great tips. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you very
Thanks
much
for
for
joining
having
us.
me. And definitely stop out on the tours. We're operating through the first week of December, and love to have you.
I'd love to do it.
Absolutely, we'll do it this
All right,
year.
thank
Field
you very
trip.
much. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Ron. Very cool.
That is great. Didn't know about it. I'm happy I'm learning about it. And believe me, definitely friends, family will be attending this year. Thank you. Well, as always, there's a lot going on this month. Make sure you check the Chamber website, frederickchamber.org, to see all the upcoming events.
Yes, we've posted links to all the topics we discussed today on our website. It's frederickchamber.tv. And when you're there, check out the fun video we made at this year's expo with special Chamber TV correspondent Sean Morrissey from Key 103.
Well, thanks for tuning in to our 11th episode. A lucky member of our studio audience will win today's prize, 2 tickets to Generation Connect, their first birthday party already.
Yes.
At Sarasville Mansion on November 8th.
Yep.
This month's show is made possible by the following donors and sponsors.
Randy Gray is our announcer.
There should be, after each one, a round of applause. Kelly Beach is our producer.
Prize packs for our live studio audience were provided by Baltimore Coffee and Tea, Dyneport Vaccine Company, Frederick Regional Health System, Liberty Mutual Group, Morber Marketing Group, Natural Fusion Hair Studio, SAIC Frederick, and the Kalos Companies.
And one of the great advantages to coming to this to see it live is the beautiful lunches we have. And today's was provided by Pretzel and Pizza Creations on Market Street in downtown Frederick.
As always, Baltimore Coffee is our episode sponsor.
Well, thank you to everyone who's here with us today, and thank you for tuning in, and have a happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween. Join us in the live studio audience when we record our next episode, Friday, November 18th at 1 o'clock. It's the season finale, and John Bailey will be returning as co-host, all new and appendix-free. We'll be right here in the Chamber Training Room, and you're welcome to join us. Between now and then, we'll see you around town and online at frederickchamber.tv.